Hello again. I have today Invader Zim Volume 1. The writers Jhonen Vasquez and Eric Trueheart, penciler and inker Aaron Alexkovich and Megan Lawton, respectively, with colorist Simon Truselier, sorry if I mispronounced that, Ricky Simmons, Mildred Lewis, Casey Kelly, and J.R. Goldberg. Letterer Warren Wucinich, published under Oni Press, and of course, based off the cartoon show created by Jhonen Vasquez and aired on Nickelodeon. So, I guess you could say that this is the third and final review to the mini-series of comics by Vasquez that I've been doing, and after this, I'll review works from other comic creators. Of course, like with JTHM and Squee, I'm a big fan of Invader Zim. It was very much my start into finding more things created by Vasquez. But enough of that. Volume 1 of Invader Zim has 5 of the first issues of the comics that came out. With regards to story, there is not a central plot. It follows the self-contained episodic nature of the TV show. There was, however, one plot that spanned 2 issues, both written by Vasquez. The story was about Zim and Gur going through space looking for an ancient alien weapon, with Dib trying to chase them down. And I thought that was a pretty good story. But after that, everything was self-contained. It would have been kind of neat for the comic series to take on a more narrative approach, but I don't really consider that a big issue. It was a nice start to the series. The third story, which was actually my favorite, is Zim trying to resurrect some cosmic entity known as the Star Donkey, which is a giant donkey that can wipe out all life on a planet with its back kick. And yeah, like I said, it was it's my top favorite out of the 5 issues in this volume. Kind of like some of the art direction, some of the color was kind of neat in it. My favorite thing, I think, was that in Zim's attempt to unleash the Star Donkey on Earth, he disguised himself as the stereotypical modern-day artist, and pretended that the parts of the Star Donkey were like art installations. And I just kind of I laugh at his get up and little bits here and there that he makes fun of modern day artists in this one. So this one was a joy for me. Also his code name was Invader Zim. Yeah, I can't even say that with a straight face. Yeah, but the third volume was my top favorite. That one was written by Eric Trueheart, who also wrote the 4th issue, which that one was about the Almighty Tallest sending a leftover of their snacks to Zim and making him think it's some powerful weapon that he needs to do all this stuff to charge it up. And actually, it does nothing. All it's meant to do is just get Zim hurt in all kinds of ways for the Tallest's amusement. So yeah, that one was pretty good. But my second top favorite, I think, would be issue 5, which was written by Vasquez. So he wrote volume 1, 2, and then he wrote volume 5. This one finds Dib in a different universe where gamers rule, and the people who aren't gamers, their punishment for not being gamers is that they are forced into a virtual reality where they become the video game character and being controlled by the player, and they must suffer the deaths, the brutal deaths of being a video game character. So, like, in this Minecraft parody, Dib's getting eaten alive by the block zombies. Sorry, I don't play much Minecraft. Kind of like some of the Binding of Isaac here. I really did like the 5th issue a lot because I do like playing video games, so I do appreciate some of the references to video games. I think my top favorite is kind of way back in the beginning. Like, it's very, it's like right there on Gaz's door. She has a poster that says Sassy Creed, and I like that one a lot just because I'm a pretty big Assassin's Creed fan. It's one of my favorite games. But in general, I really enjoyed some of the references to video games in this one. Puzzle, that's another favorite of mine, is Portal. But also Critter Debt Simulator, as opposed to Animal Crossing. I thought that was pretty funny. Angry Turds, I like that too. So that one, yeah, the 5th issue. My top favorites would have to be issue 3 and issue 5. Those were pretty good. On to the artwork. If you've seen my review of Steven Universe, then you probably might know what my overall verdict of the art will be. And that is, if the art matches the artwork of the show, then it's good for me. For me, it's just, you know, you're making an adaptation to the show. I don't think you have to do something crazy new with the art, because of course you want to keep that easy recognition for the sake of sales. I feel like for the most part, it's the first issue that really nails the look of the TV show, even to the point that someone I know thought that the first issue was completely lifted from an actual episode, even though it's not. All the Invader Zim comics are their own stories. Although at times other issues do feel like they take on their own style, but I'm not complaining. I just, in general, I enjoy the art. It's some of the things, though, that I think I enjoy. Some of the things that are being drawn that I enjoy seeing. And so it's like, for example, you learn what Zim's been up to since the show was canceled. He's been hiding out in his toilet, and him just maniacally laughing to himself, thinking this is the best idea he's ever had. My top favorite is probably just what happened to Dib, because he's been locking himself in his room since the cancellation, spying on Zim, but not being able to find where Zim is, because again, he's been hiding out in the toilet. And just seeing what all that neglect to his personal health has done to Dib. Oh man, it's horrible, but it's funny horrible. And just like Gaz's reaction. So yeah. It's pretty funny. And the art, you know, again, overall, I think the art is Vasquez's art, but with some new flair into it, given that it's got other people involved in the look of it. So, Invader Zim Volume 1. If you like the show, or you like stuff by Vasquez, then you'll like this. The story is great, the art is great. I'm not totally sure if I will continue to review Invader Zim comics in the future. Right now, they are at 22 issues with 4 volumes out. That's good. It sounds like it's getting some popularity, but I don't necessarily want to devote so much time to one particular series when there could be other things, other comics to review. If I do any more reviews of Vasquez's work, it will probably be I Feel Sick. But with that, those are my thoughts on Invader Zim Volume 1. I hope that this was amusing. Check back soon when I have something else to look at. The reviews might not be coming as regularly with semester around the corner, but I will try to pump out 1 or 2 more reviews before then. So again, check back soon, and until then.